Thank you, Lani, for being here this morning. Can you tell everyone your full name and how do you help clients?
Thank you, thank you. I'm honored to be here. My name is Lonnie Woods. Um, I I'm sorry if I'm ruining this, but I don't have clients, so I'm not sure how to answer that.
Okay, so what do you do for a living?
I'm a stenographer, but I'm also in podcasting and I'm an athlete. So, but I'm not like a trainer or coach. I don't coach anyone. But I'm an OCR athlete, which is obstacle course racing. Um, and sonography is ultrasound, which is where people usually scan babies.
Awesome. I know we met in Clubhouse. My next question is, what do you love most about Clubhouse?
I love Clubhouse because it has been a way to connect with all type of different people from different walks of life, different career paths and stuff. And as a podcaster, it has introduced me to a lot of um uh blah 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 a lot of guests for my show, and also it's got me on a lot of shows, so it's been great for networking.
Excellent, excellent. Now, how much time would you say do you spend on Clubhouse?
I actually don't spend that much time on it anymore, but when I first got on, it was like an addiction almost. It was like social media crack. I was just on it, listening, absorbing all the information, learning all type of new stuff about speaking and writing books and making money. So I was easily on there for a good like 5 to 7 hours just listening and talking. Now I go on about twice a week for maybe 2 hours.
Very cool. What cool connections have you made since you've been on the app?
I've met a lot of different athletes. My podcast is called Black with Endurance, and in endurance sports, there's not a lot of Black athletes, but on Clubhouse, I have met quite a few Black athletes that are in endurance related sports, running marathons and rowing, triathlon, all type of different sports. So it's helped connect me with those people. Met a specific athlete that had a very inspirational story. He's not really like an athlete, he's not professionally, but he talks about how running basically saved his life. His name was Patrick Johnson. And he had a very inspirational story of how he almost died. And then he started running to lose weight and became a vegan and ultimately changed his life. And that's what I'm hoping to inspire people, more people to do, is to like look at their life and their health and be inspired to be more active.
Absolutely. Now, you were an American Ninja Warrior. What was that process like, and how did that come about for you?
I'm on the most current season that hasn't been aired yet, which is season 13. So I just competed last week. So
Oh,
it has been an amazing process. I never thought I would ever be on that show. Oddly, I also had an injury in 2019, a complex leg injury where I had a fracture and I tore my ACL, and I ended up having to have 3 surgeries in 2020. So me, like, if you would have told me in 2020 I was going to be on an American Ninja Warrior, I would have been like, yeah, not happening. So, um, the process, I mean, if anybody that's interested in that show, if you're into obstacle course racing, then it's pretty, I guess, simple. I mean, you apply and you send a video of doing your ninja stuff, and I don't know how they pick you, but if they pick you, they pick you.
excellent. Now, what prompted your interest in endurance sports?
I've always been kind of active, but I never quite fit in a box. Like I didn't play. I was always tall, but didn't play basketball. I wasn't into like cheerleading, and girls don't really play football. And I'm not that like into, I guess, group team sports. And so I've always worked out, went to the gym, and I just never found a sport. And then I went to a fitness expo and I found a Spartan obstacle thing or whatever, Expo Series little obstacle course. And I tried that out and I loved it. So then I signed up for a Spartan race and loved it. So I signed up for more and signed my kids up. And then after that, actually, after I injured myself, is when I started looking for other things I could do with my knee being messed up. And I thought about swimming. And then I looked into triathlon and I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And then I started seeing like less, as you know, Black people doing it. I just started this journey of trying to find more Black people in these sports.
Wow. So if someone wanted to get started, and they have absolutely like no experience, what's one tip you can give someone to be successful?
Find a tribe. With Facebook and with Clubhouse and whatever, Instagram, it's easy to find other people. Find some people that are doing something that you want to do, whichever sport it is, follow them for inspiration, and also get people that are like just starting out or at your level too that you can maybe work out with to help hold you accountable. Having an accountability partner is like one of the biggest things to keep you going. And I would say you're not going to start off by just jumping into like a freaking triathlon or or a Spartan trifecta or a beast or anything, but start small, little baby steps. Like maybe if you don't run and you want to get into running, start off by running like a half a mile. Make that a goal. Once you get there, then you go to the full mile. Then, maybe try 2 or 3 and you just keep building on that. But always stay at your level, honor that, and don't give up.
Excellent advice. Yeah, I went a few years ago. I was determined to run a marathon, so I trained every day, and I completed my 26.2 miles. I was like so proud of myself. So yeah,
Yes.
if you just do a little bit every day, it can be accomplished. So yeah,
Yes. It adds up. It works.
it does.
Just keep going.
Exactly. Now, since you've been in Clubhouse, have you heard any piece of advice that has really resonated with you that you can share with the audience?
Actually something recently that resonated with me, because with a certain thing, I was feeling a little bit like discouraged about, and I was like, I guess whatever happens happens, like I'm just gonna do whatever happens happens. And I do not remember who said it, but someone was speaking and said, if you have a whatever happens happens attitude, you're gonna get whatever happens results. And that resonated because it's like, yeah, that is so true. Because if you don't really care what's happening and you're not really planning with intention, then I mean, really, are you even trying? Like that's kind of like giving up before you even start.
Well, I never thought about it like that, but that's so true. Excellent advice. Excellent advice. So, Lani, where can people find you online and where can they find your podcast?
If you go to evolutionoflani.com, you can find me there. I have links to my podcast and also on Instagram. I'm most active on Instagram. My Instagram is evolution_of_Lani, and all the links to my podcast and all my features are on there.
Excellent. So, are you only looking for endurance athletes to interview on your podcast?
No, not even. Like the title of the podcast is Black with Endurance, and it isn't really just about endurance sports, but it's about the endurance that we encounter as Black people, that we have to survive in this society, all the stuff that we endure, the stuff that we go through, and how it kind of transfers over into our sports, and how we use sports for different things like therapy. So I'm like interested in hearing from different athletes in different sports, just I mean to see their perspective and what they had to overcome to get to where they are.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here today, and we will see you in Clubhouse.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.